Blake, as we just saw in our downtown Grand Rapids Tower Cam, traffic is moving. It really was nice break today to drive in roads that were relatively clear, but not tomorrow morning.
Yeah, things will change once again, Julia. It just feels like a broken record at this point over the past couple weeks. We have another Clipper system coming through tonight, and that will be followed by lake effect throughout our Tuesday. And then on top of it, the wind will pick up. It will turn quite blustery over the next 24 hours. All that together, yeah, it's going to be a trickier morning commute across the board. Daytime highs today generally settled in the middle teens. Yeah, middle teens across West Michigan today, but when you compare that to average, which should still be around 31 degrees, we're nowhere close to average. A good 15 plus degrees below average here on this final Monday of January. 14 again was the daytime high here in Grand Rapids. As for our 13 weather impact alert, that kicks off really at midnight tonight, so the latter half of the nighttime hours through our Tuesday, because of the combination of snow and wind that will lead to some icy travel, and the wind aspect of this forecast will create blowing and drifting snow, that varying visibility. I would not be surprised at times later tonight through tomorrow. We contend with periodic whiteout conditions based on the blustery conditions that are expected. 13 weather ball is blinking green. No change we're seeing in the way of these frigid temperatures, and yes, snow is in sight. 13 weather ball brought to you by LaFontaine Ford of Grand Rapids. Temperatures currently sitting in the upper single digits to around 10 degrees, give or take a degree or two on either side when you factor in the wind, and it's been sustained all day long. Wind chill values are below zero across the board. As for numbers tonight, we will fall off into the single digits briefly this evening, but after midnight, as that Clipper system approaches, that south and west wind will cause those numbers to climb slightly to around daybreak tomorrow into the middle teens before we slide back down a few degrees as tomorrow goes on, because notice the wind direction south and west, and then the Clipper comes through and it turns the wind direction to the north and west, ushering in that colder air mass. We did have some lingering lake effect snow showers this afternoon into the early evening, much of which waning, just a few flurries around. But here's our Clipper system, which will come through the Great Lakes region tonight through tomorrow morning. As a result of the snow and wind, the National Weather Service has went ahead and issued a winter weather advisory, generally for the counties along and westward of US 131. This kicks off at midnight, goes all the way through early evening tomorrow. Hour-by-hour forecast, outside of a few light snow showers at best, we're quiet through this evening, but after midnight tonight, here comes the Clipper system. This will provide a few hours of widespread snow after midnight through around daybreak tomorrow. So again, to anticipate a trickier morning commute tomorrow for almost all spots across West Michigan. Once we get past daybreak, then we transition into lake effect snow. That will really pick up by the end of the morning, stretching into the afternoon, and with the gustier winds expected, these lake effect snow bands will traverse far inland away from the lakeshore. We'll gradually see the lake effect taper back towards the lakeshore once we get towards tomorrow evening, and it's likely in some capacity lake effect will linger at the lakeshore through tomorrow night into Wednesday, and potentially as far off into Thursday, before finally by the end of the week we'll see the lake effect machine come to an end for the time being. As for tonight, after midnight through around early evening tomorrow, so midnight to about 7 in the evening tomorrow, a good 2 to 5 inches up and down the lakeshore, some of which even extending inland towards US 131, especially in the heart of the greater Grand Rapids area. The expectation as you go farther away from the lakeshore, eastward of US 131, that's where we'll see lesser amounts, about 1 to 3 inches. But the wind will be blustery, 30 to 40 mile per hour winds expected later tonight through our Tuesday, at least through tomorrow afternoon, and that's going to just compound some of those road impacts and the visibility that will quite vary across the area. As for the rest of the week, lake effect will linger in some capacity Wednesday and Thursday as mentioned, and if you're looking for a warm-up, yeah, there really is no warm-up in sight through the end of the month and really through the first full week of February as well. Temperatures tonight briefly in the single digits, but those numbers will climb into the teens by daybreak tomorrow. Snow takes over along with the wind. 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. Towards the end of the week, yeah, we will dry out, but it will be quite cold. It lingers all the way through the end of the week. Temperatures will try to rebound back near 20 this weekend. If there's any silver lining in the forecast, we will see some sunshine take over Friday into the start of the weekend.